One second. I need to see countdown shit. It started as well.
Oh, hey guys, what's going on? It's the Hotspur News, back on another video. And today we're going to be previewing a game against Leicester and the King Power. Obviously, we didn't play last weekend because of Arsenal Football Club, with their fans who beat their wives, who they're not even with anymore, and
Yeah, exactly.
call off games when they could have played in 11.
I'm only human after all.
Yeah, at the end. So we're going to be playing Leicester, obviously tomorrow. I mean, they have started to pick up form. I don't think for their squad they've had a good season. Gone quite under the radar actually. How
Yeah.
bad standards they've dropped. But yeah, game at King Power. King Power's a ground we'd all right at. I don't think we lose sometimes, we win sometimes. It's just a mixture.
I'm pretty sure since Leicester got promoted back to the Premier League like 6 years ago, I think we've only lost once there, which was the 17-18 season. I
No,
remember
we
we beat
lost
them.
18-19, we lost as well, remember?
No, we
Or
didn't. We beat them
19-20.
2-0. I
9-20 we
remember we beat
lost.
them. So what happened? So 15-16, we drew 1-1 there, but we beat them 2-0 in the FA Cup. 16-17, we beat them 6-1. 17-18, we lost 2-1. 18-19, we won 2-0. 19-20, we lost as well 2-1. And 2021, we won 4-2. That was the last game of the season, actually, which we didn't do a watch on for because I was out and Josh was doing whatever. But yeah, overall, our record's quite good there, but I'm not really confident because I don't know how fit Dyer is. I don't know how fit Reguilon is.
I can actually give you an update on that.
Yeah,
So
go on.
Reguilon's available, Bergwijn's back,
Good.
which is fucking great. He's not even going to play.
Good.
And then you got, I think Eric Dyer's still out. But the positive news is Christian Romero is being considered. So it looks very likely that possibly Christian Romero could go start. I wouldn't honestly start him because I think maybe it's a bit too much of a risk.
I don't know,
But
maybe. Actually, to be fair, I agree with
Palace.
you because also we've got Chelsea on Sunday, which is a big, big game. Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. I mean, Leicester is a big opportunity tomorrow to pick up some points because this is one of the games that has been rescheduled. This is one of our games in hand, so we need to win this tonight because right now we're in a good position. We have a very, very big opportunity to go into that top four spot. Right now we're sitting in sixth place, 2 games played less than United, but we're 1 point ahead. West Ham sitting fourth with 22 games played and 37 points. We've played 18 games on 33 points, so we're 4 points behind West Ham with 4 games in hand.
But if we win tomorrow, we can go 1 point with 2 more.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we go fifth, and if we are 2 points behind Arsenal, but with 2 games in hand. So yeah. Also, I'm pretty certain. By the way, we've also got 5 games in hand on Chelsea, and if we somehow win all 5, we go 4 points clear of them as well. We go into third.
That is too funny. To be fair, Chelsea are playing tonight though, against Brighton. So if they lose that game, that would be.
Are they playing Brighton? Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me just check. Oh yeah, they are. It's just kicked off. Yeah, Brighton. That's not an easy game. I swear Chelsea just played Brighton. Or am I bugging?
A couple months ago, they drew.
A couple months. I swear it was like 3 weeks ago.
It was in. I know it was in the Christmas break.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I swear it was after Christmas.
I think this game is postponed though. That's why.
Oh right, okay, got you.
I mean, this is a postponed one.
Yeah, because there's only 1 game tonight, isn't it? Like if it was a normal match week, then there'll be a few games played tonight. But yeah, all right. So Josh, as in terms of Leicester, I'm pretty sure they've got a few players coming back, such as like Soyuncu, etc. But I'm pretty sure Timothy Castagne's been injured. Like I'm pretty sure it's something to do with like his blood clot around his ankle.
Oh
which leaves
no.
him injured for I think it's like a 6 7 months. I think. Um,
What is it with Leicester and like really long term injuries?
I
I
know, yeah,
feel like
exactly. That's what I was thinking. Last season it was the same thing as well. But even so, although they've got Ian Acho Afcon, is Patson Daka Afcon? Is he African?
no. Yeah, he's African, but I don't think he's nation qualified. But I wanted to read
Mm.
out. I saw LFC Pro, shout out to him. Put a predicted lineup out. And he's put Schmeichel in goal, Sointu, Chowdhury at centre back, and this Albrighton at right wing back with Luke Thomas. And then you've got Tielemans, Shrewsbury Hall, Madison, Barnes, Lookman, and Daka. So at the end of the day, right, and I
Where's
know people
Vardy?
are not going to laugh, Vardy's injured. He's injured for quite a
Oh,
bit.
that's big for us then. That's big, yeah.
But then at the end of the day, like if you think about it, that's a beatable team.
It is a big
Like
team,
it's a
but we're
beatable
Tottenham.
team. But the thing is, yeah, as well. And Leicester have been in quite good form recently. I know their game got called off on the weekend as well. But you look at that. I mean, you could have Lucas Moura targeting Mark Albrighton for 90 minutes. Like, I'm not going to
Yeah,
lie, that's quite juicy for us. And if Son was
yeah.
playing, it'd probably be Son against Albrighton is quite a good fixture as well.
Mm.
That could
So
change the
who would
mood.
you? So who would you start at left wing in replacement of Son?
I think Bergwijn's going to start. I think he will, even though I
Bergwijn, yeah.
said it. I
I
think
was
Bergwijn
thinking
will
Brian
start.
Hill. Like I kind of want Brian Hill to
I
start
do want
because
him to start, but I don't think I'll tell you what. If I was the manager, then yeah, because Bergwijn's just come back from injury.
exactly.
Like,
Like if I was the manager, I would start Brian Hill because both legs when he came on against Chelsea, he brought a bit of flair, a bit of like
mm,
fluidity to the game. And when he came on, we scored a disallowed goals. So it kind of shows that he brings something, you know. Um,
yeah.
Obviously, like he's still young and like he needs to hit the gym a bit. Like he's not really made like physically for the league yet, but like I'm still starting, you know, like give him a run out because obviously Leicester have got in actual
Do you know
Afcon
what it
Vardy's.
is? He seems a little bit. You can kind of tell. He seems a little bit like he's bulked up,
Well,
like a
hopefully,
tiny bit. When you watch him, it's like a little bit. He's bulked up a little bit.
and also like Vardy injured according to Tier One source Josh THFC. That's big for us.
Trusty. I actually saw it on Sky, so
Okay, fine. Tier Two source Sky Sports then because Sky is Tier Two, and
I'm bigger than Sky now.
he is bigger than Sky. Um, so yeah, I mean the only thing I'm worried about is not um, it's not like Madison etc. Like the threat that Leicester can have. It's our record away from home. Like I know we've
Yeah,
got a good record at the King Power overall. Like I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So since they got promoted,
yeah.
we won in 14, 15, 15, 16 in the cup, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah. So we've won 5 times out of 7 at the King Power. I just said powder.
Powder.
So 5 times out of 7 in the league at the King Power Stadium we've won. So overall, it's a pretty decent record. But at the same time, number one, it's our away form, and number two, it's just our record away from home, which has not been good this season. And this is why rival fans use the phrase "Tottenham get battered everywhere we go," because right now everywhere we go, we're safe to say we don't
Well, I
we
don't
don't,
think
we
that's
don't get a
entirely
good
true.
result.
Yeah. I mean, this is a depleted Leicester team. I mean, I don't go this away from home. You've got Chowdhury at centre back that can hardly get a game when the whole team's fit as CDM. And you've got fucking Mark Albrighton, who should have left Leicester like 3, 4 years ago, who's like playing at right wing back. So
Yeah,
like, and to be honest, the defence has been quite poor this season. I know our goal scoring form away from home hasn't been great, but
yeah,
we could possibly, if we keep it tight at the back, could possibly win by 1 or 2 and just nick it. But yeah, obviously they've got a lot of players out. Like they've still got danger players. Like Tielemans is one that's not injured.
yeah.
Daka is still a very good player.
I was about to
Um,
say,
I actually rate. I don't know. Harvey Barnes has not had a great season this year, but Harvey Barnes and Lookman are dangerous players on their day. They're good players on their day. And then you've got Shrewsbury Hall next to Tielemans, who, in my opinion, is one of the most underrated players so far this season.
yeah,
How much he's developed. So yeah, I mean they've still got a good team. I think it's still very good, but I think if you look at it with or without our away form, they've got players like Vestergaard as well, who's there. Vestergaard's, I'm sorry, but Vestergaard's just shit.
I don't
So
think he's not good at all.
yeah, I remember when we were linked to him, I was like, why are we actually linked with this guy?
Hmm.
But yeah, I think it's still a beatable team. Obviously, Jamie Vardy loves to score against any top six side, so it's a big boost that he's out.
Yeah, that is. Yeah,
Um,
I know
so
Tielemans is probably their biggest threat, but I was going to say like Ian Acho is going to be a big miss because he's
mm.
contributed quite a few times like goal scoring wise as well. Ian
He's
Acho.
not
So
started that much this season as well.
yeah, true.
So
Yeah, true. Like when he has started, he has scored a few goals and he's a
mm,
midfielder. And
yeah,
although Tielemans is their biggest threat, like maybe Madison as well. Like I don't think Madison has been as good as he was like a couple of seasons ago. But even
mm,
so, like he can still, create
yeah,
something.
he's had games this season where he's been class. Like I've watched him a couple of times and he's been really good. Then other games he's been quite poor.
Yeah,
So yeah, but I wanted to talk about with you as well. Your thoughts on what Brendan Rodgers said about playing style, which
chat
was a bit.
shit.
He said Antonio Conte has come in and give them a style, but a stable base. They're playing a similar style as they were under Nuno. Now, the thing is, right? He's definitely just watched about 3 games. He probably watched the City game with
He's watched the
Liverpool,
last
and
two
that
games.
was it.
He's watched both our games
Yeah,
against Chelsea and judged it off that basically.
yeah, because right, how like I've watched us with Nuno. Yeah, we just used to be spam crosses FC and just try and move up the pitch.
Yeah,
We didn't have an identity. We didn't know. We just said kick a ball and then try and score. Like that's what he did.
there
And
was
then
no there was no chemistry on the pitch. Like it was literally just play the ball slowly, like with no tempo whatsoever,
just play
down the right
football.
or
That's
left
all
hand
he
side,
said. Right, go out there,
put it in
lads,
the
and
box
kick a
and hope
ball.
Kane scores.
Yeah, and then Kane was in bad form, so that didn't
Yeah,
even work. So like at the end of the day, you can't say that. And also with Conte, we've had a bit of a style because we know how we want to play. Like for example, we've not played the same style as well in every single game. Like the Liverpool game was a different style. Southampton was a different style. Watford kind of. I think with Watford we became a bit more pragmatic in both halves. Like we changed it
mm.
up, and then I think in the Liverpool game we obviously changed formation and we were going down the wings more. So at the end of the day, one we're very switchable with our formations and how we play, our flexibility, and two, I mean Nuno Ball was just the worst football I've ever seen
it was
us
just
play.
it was just depressing to watch,
Like
isn't
we
it?
were losing 3-0 like 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah, we lost 3-1 to Arsenal, 3-0 to Chelsea, 3-0 to United.
Yeah, in like
I mean, the only good
three
result I can
weeks.
think of was 1-0 at home to City on the first game,
And
in which we
maybe a
were
one
in
0
which we
away
were
against
brilliant.
Wolves, and then 1-0 away at Wolves. But even then, we
Yeah,
weren't
but even
great.
Wolves were really poor, and I was at the Watford game, that 1-0 win there at home, by the way, not away at home, and it was still just like like it was just like lack of like what's the word, like clinicality in front of goal.
But then we
Just
didn't
poor.
blame Nuno for that. But like, I don't think that was Nuno's fault because you kind of seen it
Yeah,
with
true.
Conte.
Yeah, true. But like, even so, yeah, but even so, like what you just said about the Wolves game, the Molineux, the one with the Delhi penalty, like for the full 90 minutes, we got battered. But
Yeah.
thankfully, start of the season, Wolves. I'm pretty sure Wolves didn't score. I'm pretty sure Wolves lost their first 3 games 1-0 when they dominated possession and chances for all 3 games. But thankfully for
Mm.
us, they just couldn't
But
score.
you know why they didn't score? Because they had Adama Traore at
And I don't
right
think it
wing.
was that. Like, I think they. Well, to be
Uh,
fair, Traore did miss a one-on-one in that game, but they did have some other big chances as well. But
as we're going on to that, do you want to talk about players we've been linked with? So we've been linked with the Nottingham Forest centre back by a tier one source, right back, sorry. Joan Spence or whatever his name is.
I mean,
Can't pronounce it.
usually, I'll be pissed off like if we were linked like a championship player, but I would want this to happen. I'd love
Yeah,
this to happen.
I watched him against Arsenal, and he
He
seems
was
quality.
unreal that game. Like he had Martinelli in his pocket. You're my Gabby boy in his pocket. Yeah, like he was tearing him up like defensively and offensively.
Awoo!
Oh,
yeah,
he was, he was just tearing it like his friend was just tearing him up like defensively and defensively. Like going forward, he got past Martinelli as well, and he just looks so like solid for a championship level right back. He's just unreal, isn't it? Like I know that wasn't Arsenal's first team, but like nowadays, like Martinelli probably starts every game for Arsenal, isn't it?
and I
But when
think
you
as
say like
well.
recently, he started every game.
Do you know what? Another player we should actually be looking at is Brennan Johnson.
Who?
You know the right winger. like you see sometimes when he got on the ball, and I like the little one that was on the right wing.
Oh
He's
yeah,
been he's like one of, they say that he's one of the best right wingers in the Championship. I think Brentford wanted to sign him, it was like 20 million. I think if we're
yeah,
looking at youth, right, and we're looking to replace the guy that left the Blackburn, I think he'd be good. Um,
yeah.
so I would take him.
Hmm.
I think that Dejun, I can't say his name, but
Jed
I think
Spence.
Jed Spence.
Jed Spence.
Yeah, I think he'd be good.
Yeah,
I've heard Nottingham Forest fans say he's been really good this season.
yeah, definitely.
I don't think he's actually owned by Nottingham Forest. He's owned by Middlesbrough.
And the thing
Um,
about him, the main reason I'd like him is because he would fit perfectly into that right wing back spot. Like I know Emerson's
yeah,
an upgrade defensively, but Jed Spence is definitely like the attacking right wing back we need.
yeah, but I think as well. I don't think he'll start because apparently either this is if we don't get Traore, which seems, if we're getting into these players now before we've even bidded,
If
they
we don't
kind of
get
have
Troy,
the
I'll be so surprised because I'm pretty sure we've been interested in him since that 1-0 win at Wolves.
yeah.
We still haven't got him.
We've been interested in because of Nuno and Conte just wants
We're
him.
interested FC. That's literally what we are. Like
That's what we were.
we're
No,
literally
no,
linked with like
no,
five
no.
players
In the
every
summer,
day.
yeah, in the summer we were bid FC. No, get rejected.
Yeah,
No,
pretty much.
offer accepted FC. That's what we were.
We're accepted FC. Yeah, but
And then
yeah, but 100%. Like, I'll take Jed Spence. Like,
yeah,
but he's pretty much the
definitely.
only Championship player I'd take. Like, if we're to get Champions League football this season, we need to go for more big names. Get a statement out there. And also the main thing we need is a creative midfielder.
Mm.
Because let's be real, Ericsson's not coming back. Lascelles is not good enough. Dele Alli's not good enough. And Dombele's not good enough. We need someone creative who can spread the ball out wide, get into that box. Like pretty much like Dele was in his first 2 seasons with us. Like spread the ball out wide, have a good
I
pass.
know as well. Dele Alli's quite an interesting topic because it seems that he might be going or might not be. It's like very often off and on. I think next week we'll probably most likely find out if he's going to stay or leave.
Yeah,
But I want to talk about you with that as well. Dele Alli, I think will leave on loan because
good.
I think that's a good idea because either we keep him and he gets back into form after his loan, or we get more money after
Hmm.
because he's a quality player. I think if we were to sell him now, we'd only get 20, 30 million, and maybe 35 million at a
No, not
stretch.
even that. Not even
And I
that.
think I think maybe 20 million, 20 million most
Max,
likely.
max 20 mil. Trust me.
Yeah, which is I think for a player of Delhi's ability, take away how bad he's played, I think is low, very low.
Yeah,
I think if
yeah,
he can
exactly.
if he
Because you
can have
think,
a good loan spell, it could be 50, 50, 60.
because you think after the 16-17 season, the season where he got double figures in the league in goals and assists, his
Mm.
price tag was £80 million.
No, yeah, but that's what I thought. If you talk about the after the Neymar deal,
Yeah, true. But
then
since
it would have
then,
been, yeah,
true. But since then, like you seen how much his price tag has just gone like straight down.
yeah, and he's 20 million now, which is mad
20
money.
mil, yeah.
And I know we'll still make a profit, but I mean, I think for how many goals Delhi scored for us, even though he's been poor, I think 50 mil, 60 mil should be.
He was poor for the first 3 seasons. Like after the World Cup, he was never the same player.
Mm. I don't know if he was poor the season after. I think he had injuries and it fucked him over. Because he
Yeah, but like
played,
in
he
big
played,
games,
he played
yeah, but
games
like
and he
in
was
big games, like
mostly good.
the difference is like in big games he would ghost, whereas the season before
I don't know. I don't know if that's
he would
true.
trust me,
That's
he
not
would he
true.
would he would ghost in the
What
big
about the
game.
Chelsea game? I think he got a goal and assist when we won 3-1. In the Ajax game, people forget. He was the guy that set up Mora for
About
the
the Champions League
winner.
final,
Champions League summit, yeah, but I think that was a whole team thing. I think everyone just got nervous. I think, I don't expect out of all of them. Oh, I do kind of actually for Delhi to step up. But I think, yeah, he did show up. Like that Ajax semi final, in that second half, he was really good. I
yeah,
think
he
he
was good. Yeah.
set up Mora for the goal. Like he was quite clever in the way he just passed it to him.
I'm pretty sure he got the assist for the first goal as well. The one when he
Yeah, he
like
did, and that was
yeah
because of him that first goal because he drove through the whole team and then he
broke
passed
through.
it
Yeah,
to him.
just that's what he's all about. That's what's so frustrating because he's got the ability, but like
Mm.
it's just the fact he's more interested in boohoo man and Leo Fortis in football. You know, it's just like it's jarring.
Not football, but playing Fortnite. And I honestly
Yeah,
I don't get that because his girlfriend's broke up with him, which is
exactly.
quite
Yeah,
funny.
it says it all,
How have you
really.
not realised that? Even though like if the person like you live with and you love like broke up with you because you play Fortnite, you just have
Sorry,
to.
babe. Sorry, babe. You played too much Fortnite. Time to go. It's
Sorry, I want to
time
get
to
my
go.
I want to get my potions. I'd rather you over the default skin.
Got to mix these packs. Got to mix.
Banner.
All right.
But anyway, yeah. Do you want to talk about? I want to talk about as well, because I think this one has been reported by a couple tier 2, tier 3 sources about Paulo Dybala on a free
Well, don't
transfer
do.
next summer.
Oh, don't do
Um,
this again. Like I can't be asked to go through this same emotion. Like
According to reports, Paulo Dybala is apparently not extending his contract at Juventus,
I'm
and
not
there's
going to
been
believe anything until I see him in that Spurs shirt. The
have you
same
not
thing happened
seen?
3 years ago, Josh. Like I'm not going to believe a
I want
single
to talk
word.
about it because it's interesting. Because I think we can most likely out of Inter Milan and Barcelona, we can afford him.
How old is he?
He's like 28, 27.
He's a perfect addition then, because he's a cam and he's a creative player, and he's got some,
And
and
he's
he's a
goal
free
scorer.
kick specialist. He's a set piece
Yeah,
specialist, someone that we've been missing since Ericsson left.
yeah, and I think as well, like, I think he'd probably want to come back because of Conte Paratici. He has a good relationship
Yeah,
with Paratici.
because because the thing is like having him on set pieces would be so beneficial for like our goal tally and like our goal difference. Because number one, like, we have got like a couple of players like Sanchez and Dyer who can win headers, like etc. But like like you notice like since Ericsson's left, I, I can't think of the last time we scored from a set piece.
He's
Like
literally scored from a set piece against Watford.
yeah,
I think we've not been terrible at set pieces this season. I think it was more problem the season before and the
yeah,
season
maybe.
after.
Yeah, but
The
even
season
so,
Ericsson left.
like our set pieces haven't been what's the word, like, as consistent. Like, that's the point I'm trying to say. Like they haven't been
Yeah,
as
like
consistent.
I think in 18-19 we had the most set piece goals for quite a long time in
Yeah,
the
like a
season.
good, yeah, like I reckon like a good,
I
I'd
think it
say
was until the
sixty
last
percent.
month.
I reckon like a
Yeah.
good 60% of Son's corners hit the first man, and the Celsius corners don't even reach the floor. So
Stop that, Giovanni Lo Celso. Um, but yeah, Dybala, yeah, I would definitely take it. I would have took it in then.
100%.
Obviously, I think on a free a bargain. I know he's in his prime now. Why are you doing that? But yeah, I think we can definitely beat his signature. Beat people to his signature. Inter Milan, and Barcelona have been kind of in
I'm not
finals
gonna
with him,
believe like I'm gonna
and
say like
I think he will leave. I'm not
what I'm
100%
gonna say
sure.
yeah. What I'm gonna say yeah. He'll be a fantastic addition to our team, but I'm not going to believe any news source. Like I don't care if it's Fabrizio Romano or Josh THFC. I'm not going to believe anything until I see him in that Spurs shirt because like I can't be asked to go through the same emotion 3 years ago when he was literally that close to
Oh,
joining.
do you know what it was? There was a time period before deadline day. I thought we were going to sign
It
Coutinho
was
and
something to do with
Dybala.
his like I'm pretty sure it's
Literally.
something to do with like his image rights or something.
Do you remember when Sky? I remember this when we would generally look like we were going to sign Coutinho and Dybala at one point. I remember it was like I think a couple of days before.
Imagine that Coutinho and Dybala.
We would have generally we would have finished top four so clear of everyone else.
Yeah,
But yeah, yeah,
is that it?
uh, yeah. Do you want to talk about score predictions then?
Yeah, let's finish up with some score predictions.
For tomorrow's game.
I don't know. Like I know they've got injuries. Like I know Vardy and like Ian is a big miss, and Timothy Castagne at right back's a miss as well. But I don't know. Like our away form's been dreadful, and like every time, and for some reason, like a good 90% of the time that we're a good 90% of the time that we're like gifted the opportunity to go into like a commanding phase in the table. We don't take that chance. So I'm gonna say a 1-1 draw.
Oh, um, I mean Leicester are depleted. I think this is a big game because I think we can go into Chelsea with confidence. So it's a hard one. I think Leicester will
Probably
score
better though.
because I think they've got. I think they've got good attacking options. I think with us, I'm I don't know, because I think the defense has been very leaky this year, and I think we're starting to pick up. Um, so I'm actually gonna go 2-2. I reckon we'll win. We'll be leading for most of the game. If it depends who starts, to be honest, because if Romero plays, then we probably win. Because I don't,
Yeah,
I'm
true.
a bit scared of Tanganga still playing with
I know
Sanchez and
Leicester's
Davis.
defence is vulnerable, but at the same time, we haven't got Son.
Yeah, and I think no, but we've got players like Gil, Bergwijn, Mora. So I think we've got attacking options. I wouldn't rule out he might go for the 3-5-2 and play Winks, Højbjerg, and Skip. I could see him doing that because of the injuries.
Hmm.
So yeah, I'm gonna go 2-2. So yeah,
Yeah, maybe.
do you want to do the
Yeah,
outro?
but we'll find out anyway. We'll find out.
Yeah.
All right, I think
So
that's going to round off the. I think that's going to round off the episode. Thank you guys for watching. There might be a watch long for tomorrow's game. We shall update you on the Instagram. But for now, thank you guys for watching and.